Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news with Kim Miller begins now.
And a 48-year-old North Hobart man has been charged with carjacking following a dramatic incident at Cambridge this morning. Authorities allege a man threw rocks onto the highway, forced a woman out of her car and damaged multiple vehicles before he was stopped by an off-duty police officer.
Cleaning up after a busy morning on the Tasman highway. Traffic reduced to a crawl for more than an hour as emergency services worked to clear this scene. It all began around 7 when police received multiple calls about a man throwing rocks at cars and running through traffic near Cambridge.
He wasn't armed, however I can say that he was throwing projectiles, which we believe to be rocks at passing vehicles.
Authorities say a passing driver was then forced out of a car.
Has been on the side of the road interacting with cars as they've travelled past, and as a car has slowed down, he has entered that vehicle.
Police say the alleged carjacker drove erratically along the busy stretch of highway. 2 cars rolled at Tunnel Hill, while several others were damaged.
I can confirm that at least 6 cars that we know of at this time. However, as information continues to come in from the public, we are hearing of other people that had interacted with the male.
The alleged offender eventually coming to a standstill, stopped by an off-duty police officer, helped by members of the public.
We'd also like to sincerely thank the members of the public that assisted police and also other members of the public that were affected by the incident.
A 48-year-old man was later charged with carjacking and 2 counts of attempted carjacking. Several people were taken to the Royal Hobart Hospital for treatment. Anyone with information or dashcam vision is urged to contact Crime Stoppers. John Hunt, 7 Tasmania News.
And a reckless motorist has driven down the West Tamar Highway the wrong way this morning, putting other road users at serious risk. Police are searching for the 2 occupants who crashed the vehicle after being detected driving at high speed.
A random speed check sparking a reckless driving incident.
A vehicle was detected in excess of 100 kilometres an hour in a 70 zone. Police have then attempted to intercept that vehicle, which has then evaded police.
The car driving down the wrong side of the West Tamar Highway before crashing in Riverside.
And my understanding is that the driver's lost control on a hairpin bend and has then left the road and ended up in a ditch. Both decamped from the vehicle and were seen running into bushland near Cormanson Road.
Police searching the suburb on foot, as well as taking to the skies and surveying nearby bushland.
We had about a dozen police officers searching the area and searching backyards. We also utilised the police drone that was put up over the area, and that was a great assistance searching, but unfortunately didn't locate the 2 men.
Police are investigating a number of leads, including identification left in the back of the car. They've also received reports of 2 men hopping into a silver vehicle near the scene after the incident occurred.
Innocent drivers coming the wrong way had nothing to do with this particular matter and were put at significant risk. So we are very, very keen to find the identity of the driver.
Police are calling for anyone with information to contact them. Josh Duggan, 7 Tasmania News.
A Launceston man has captured on camera a racist tirade where, in a shopping centre car park, he was labelled a terrorist and a child molester. Jafar Ali says he's experienced more racism since moving to Tasmania from Melbourne, but is determined to find acceptance in the community.
Confronted in a car park.
What's the matter?
You have sex with the children?
No. That's so disgusting.
Spitting racist venom through cigarette smoke, the man's taunting intensifies.
I don't know the Middle East, I don't want to know, but I'm sick of people getting killed.
I'll give you a suggestion.
God, Allah.
I will give you oh, God.
The diatribe dished out at Newstead's Kmart complex.
You can't just paint everyone with the same brush, my friend.
He said, you're a terrorist and you're this and you're that and you people blow yourself up.
Jafar Ali runs a kebab shop in Launceston. His 1 day off a week spoiled by the slurs.
God, Allah.
That whole day is just ruined. You and your mate is just talking about like what the hell is going on.
Jafar only recently moved to Launceston from Melbourne. He says he encounters racism more often here, even while serving at his shop.
One person ordered and then he realized, oh, the weird people inside, according to him, he was like, can I have my money back? I'm like, all right. take it, man. We don't want those customers.
Although disheartened by the remarks, Jafar says it's only a small minority hurling such abuse. He says he's determined to work hard, contribute to the economy and make sure incidents like this don't get in the way.
We don't deserve this. Like, if someone's just trying to judge us by our beard or by our skin color or something like that, it's just unbelievable.
Give respect, take respect.
Tom Johnson, 7 Tasmania News.
The peak hospitality body has warned the full effects of the pandemic are yet to be felt, raising mental health concerns for those working behind the scenes. It comes as the state moves closer to opening the border to New South Wales, the government detailing its plan for the increased threat of the virus.
With just 2 days left until Tasmania opens the borders to New South Wales, the Public Health Director is feeling confident.
They're seeing still a small number of cases, one or two cases every several days, but they're linked to a known outbreak and they have their own control measures in place.
Speaking in front of a parliamentary inquiry investigating the government's response to COVID, he's reaffirmed the state is ready to take swift action if cases do reappear.
We saw one or more unexplained cases. We would consider whether it's necessary to place localised or wider restrictions in place to prevent further spread.
Also revealing planning is underway for a vaccine to be rolled out in Tasmania once one becomes available, but we won't know how effective it will be until it's widely distributed.
We'll have a considerably better idea by early next year, which is around about the time, I think, when the most optimistic might expect that a vaccine might become available.
And we've also got very strong relationships with our GP networks as well as our pharmacists who have partnered with a lot of the work that we've done in recent years to make sure that we can get vaccines safely into the community.
But it's going to be a slow recovery for the struggling hospitality sector, the peak body not feeling optimistic about the future.
From a hospitality perspective, I don't think we've reached the worst of it.
Many businesses delaying paying the bills off during the pandemic, raising concerns the mental health of those working in the industry isn't being considered and support isn't available.
3 months wait to go and see a psychologist.
That was pre-COVID.
This is pre-COVID. Yeah. It's going to be even worse now.
A sign there's still a long way to go before the state returns to some sense of normality. Next Sides, 7 Tasmania News.
The lengthy task of digitising Tasmania's most iconic moments caught on camera will be bolstered thanks to a budget funding boost. Libraries Tasmania is now in a race against time to prevent precious historical vision from being lost forever.
This black and white vision, arguably one of Tasmania's most important pieces of history. The last known thylacine, in captivity at Beaumaris Zoo, captured on camera nearly 90 years ago and preserved for generations to come. From the Tasmanian tiger to the Tasman Bridge disaster, it's one of thousands of pieces of film and sound in the state archives.
We hold so many records and memories, and it's not just for Tasmanians. We have people coming here worldwide and looking on our YouTube channels.
For a decade, Libraries Tasmania staff have worked to preserve the collection, but they're facing challenges. Tape machines to play the vision are becoming harder to find, while new research gives them just 5 years before it's all lost to age.
The research shows that particularly the magnetic content loses its magnetism, loses its signal.
So it will continue to degrade until we have nothing left, unless it is digitised.
Their cause receiving a boost, with the government giving the project $1 million funding injection in next week's state budget.
Actually use the old technology to play, but you'll plug it into, a 21st century hard drive and recording device, so you can create digital files.
It's a very labour-intensive task, and we have a huge number of canisters of film.
The team predicting they will find a number of surprises.
There is currently footage that we don't even know what's on it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what that is.
John Hunt, 7 Tasmania News.
Mona is looking to grow its multi-million-dollar base even further with new development plans submitted to the Glenorchy City Council. It's understood the proposal will be called House of Kiefer and will feature 2 tunnels connecting the new building to other parts of the site. Mona has also been given a preliminary entry to the state's Heritage Council. The state government has unveiled a high-tech investment into frontline crime-fighting resources. The $46 million upgrade to IT systems for Tasmania Police hopes to smash online criminal networks.
It's the underground, anonymous, one-stop shop for guns, drugs and stolen property, and the dark web is becoming an increasing haven for criminal gangs.
I think any search of the internet will show that criminals do use ICT to their advantage.
But this is what the state's top cop is hoping will be the dark web's adversary.
It's a bit like Google for police.
Its official name, Project Unify, an integrated and sophisticated IT system aimed to tackle crime within our borders and beyond.
To bringing them all in on one platform so that we have access by our police out in the field.
The government bankrolling a $46 million 4-year upgrade in the upcoming budget, allowing officers to search databases in real time and identify any red flags on the ground.
Information is key when they're out doing their job about who they're dealing with. They need that information quickly.
It will also see a radical change to the way crimes are reported, the public now able to flag concerns online.
It's more convenient to the community to make those reports online, and also more efficient for Tasmania Police to link those crimes up.
Garth Burley, 7 Tasmania News.
Bill relief is on the way for struggling small businesses, with a second round of one-off grants being made available from the state government. Businesses who pay their energy bills to landlords rather than directly to utility companies are eligible for a $1,000 helping hand. Applications close on the 21st of December.